a family member, somebody who sleeps in the same room with you. Because the person can decide to wake up in the night and suffocate the person. The person can decide to put poison in the person's food. It becomes very easy. And the reason they succeed so much is because, you know, the Bible said to be pure, things are pure. Because you are not suspecting anything. And so you can't imagine that somebody has said the same word with you. But the people are taking your life. And so, that's why it is very difficult and very dangerous to hit household enemies. There are people you confide on, the people you share your secrets with, the people you love so much, and you assume that they love you too. So when the breakthrough is about to come, you go and share with them. And yet they are the ones working against the breakthrough. When somebody is coming to ask of your hand in marriage, you come to tell them. I remember one sister several years ago. At this time, she was already over 40. She was not married. Either about 3 or 5 different occasions, people came to ask of her hand in marriage. Yes. After she had introduced the men to her friends, that is, in each occasion, she introduced the man who came to marry her to her friend. Meet my friend, so and so. After a while, something happened, and then the person left her and went to marry her friend. It happened to her once, it happened to her twice, it happened 3 times. Either it happened 3 times or 5 times. Let me tell you. Yes, I am aware that there is what is called satanic manipulation. But honest, if I was a friend to a person and introduced somebody as somebody who she wants to marry, or a business partner, I can't go behind. If you have the Spirit of Christ, you can't go behind to take advantage of that person, to divert your house of another person, because the first thing you ask is, how will I go feel about this matter? That's number one. Number two, if I were the one, how would I feel? Because it's not just about getting married and being happy. Have shared their secrets, their expectations, their promotion with their friends, with their neighbors, with their family members, and then eventually spoiled. What they were expecting didn't happen again. They didn't know it was the people that they shared with that went to spoil it. And then they will come and be asking, so how far with that promotion exam you talked about? So how far with that man that you say is asking of your hand in marriage from the US? Is he still calling you? They are not asking because they are interested in your welfare. They are asking because they want to see whether what they did or what they are doing is working, and to see whether they need to go and redo it. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? But I prophesy today, anybody you call friend that has called you a fool, God will expose and disgrace them in the name of Jesus. Anybody you are seeing as a brother, as a sister, that is seeing you as an enemy, I decree today that God will expose and disgrace them in the name of Jesus. So household enemies, they succeed because there are people we believe in. There are people we believe that are the ones protecting us. We share with them personal details that we can't even share with others. Let me shock you. Even as a pastor, one day God warned me, say, be careful. In fact, it was a prophet God sent to my wife, not me directly. He told her, I said, tell your husband that you should be very careful the things he said to his wife. tell you more than that. The Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? And let me tell you, like that's the mistake we make. We just assume that if somebody is praying very fervently in church, then the heart must be pure. If somebody is always, maybe is quoting scriptures, he knows Bible very well, then we assume that there must be good people. If somebody can see vision, then we believe that the heart must be good. What we do not realize that all these things are not connected. What you need to know Bible is your book. And your spirit. And it doesn't have to do, in fact, you can actually know scriptures with your head without the scriptures changing it. That's why there are Muslims who know the Bible, they use it for argument. Plenty Muslim imams, they can quote the Bible more than many Christians, but quoting out of context, quoting it for the purpose of argument. That's what I'm saying. And you see, it is the word, that's the time to which you allow the word to work on you, that the word will work on you. So I'm trying to say that, don't say because this person is a Christian, or this person was even the one encouraging me when I gave my life to Christ, so this person must love me, this person must be good. Because there are so-called people who led you to Christ, who are threatened by your perceived potential. You are not hearing what I'm saying. So who are household enemies? More than any other person. The person that can easily walk into your life or walk into your house. Those are called, now, not anybody, not just everybody, but those who can easily walk into your life, yet they have no plans against you. Are you understanding it now? Those, not that your mother is your enemy, no. Not that your father is your enemy, no. Not that every friend is a bad person, no. There are genuine friends who wish you well. Are you understand what I'm saying now? There are family members who wish you well. But there are others who do not wish you well. And whatever I'm telling you, I'm going to prove it from the scriptures. But of course, our anchor scripture was Jesus speaking that a man's enemies are the members of his own house. I just studied the story of a young lady who was not able to get married. And then her sister brought her for the morning day service several years ago in Makurdi. I shared that story with you. Little did she know that it was her grandfather that was responsible for her inability to get married. When service was on, the grandfather appeared in church. I didn't complete the story, I just remembered now. The grandfather appeared in church with the elder sister because the elder sister was in church, who was not a member. She was a minister, she was an evangelist at the ministry, but she was coming, and then the younger sister she brought to come and join us, had joined us and became an usher. Why an intense prayer was going on. I can't remember the topic, but I think we're dealing in this line. And then the grandfather appeared to the sister and said, why did you bring her here to the delivered? And then she said, I'm not the one praying for her. It is the pastor. Go and meet him. And then the man disappeared. Hear this. Is it 2 or 3 days after? Either 2 or 3 days later, the man expired. That grandfather died. After that, she got married. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That's somebody that would have said, this is my grandfather. Usually grandparents love their grandchildren, sometimes more than their own immediate children, their biological children. Maybe you heard of Atalia in the Bible. Atalia, when her son died, her son was the king. When her son died, she killed all her grandsons that would have been king so that she can become the queen. Her own biological grandchildren. A man's foes are members of his own household. But let us begin to look at some examples from the Bible. Just a few of them I enumerated. There are very many from scriptures.